The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in the cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to RAP Paranormal and Friends with your hosts,
Kim Purvis
and Allison Robinson. Make sure to check us out on our Facebook pages, RAP Paranormal and Friends and RAP Paranormal Busters, for up-to-date show information and events.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and
Hey everyone, welcome to another night of RAP Paranormal and Friends. It seems like forever since we've been live. Were we supposed to go live last week? Was it last week or the week before?
week before, and we lost the internet.
And we lost the internet. So David Oman, if you were wanting to listen to him, he will be on next Thursday live. So stay tuned for that. But tonight we thought we would kind of recap and let you guys know kind of like what we experienced at the Horridge house. It's in Vinton, Iowa, and then Ashmore Estates in Illinois.
Yeah, both of them were interesting.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were for sure.
I liked the Horridge house. We didn't get a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. It has the feeling of Granger House.
Yeah, you can't ask them to come out on command either.
Right.
I liked the depot.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
It was very interesting, all the history of that depot and stuff. I just liked the history part of it.
Yeah. I didn't walk through the history part just because I wanted to get my vibes, but like I didn't really have anything that stood out too much. And well, let me tell you, okay, I didn't do the walkthrough with them, but I did it later to take pictures and go live. And I go up the stairs and I'm like, man, I went into one bedroom and I'm like, oh, I feel kind of dizzy in this room. And then I turn and I start walking the other way and I'm like, oh man, this room is bad. And I'm like, what the hell? It's full of dolls. I'm like, no wonder, because I have a history with dolls. And I turn, and you turn towards the right, and there's this little slugger, creepy-ass doll sitting in this crib-like thing. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, you look like you're gonna jump out of that thing tonight, or you're gonna have fun with us tonight, or something like that. But that's not the one that you said moves. It's the taller one that's in the case, right?
It's the one behind the case she says moves every once in a while. But it didn't move on us.
No, it did not move.
It stayed where it was supposed to.
Yeah. And I did set up a camcorder in there. And let's see, you had some cat balls, and you had, I think you had your tripwire. Somebody had left their tripwire there.
I think I left my tripwire in there.
Yeah, kind of going from that room out into the hallway.
Right.
Hey Allie, I left a camcorder rolling just to see if we caught anything. I haven't gotten through the full, I think there was probably like 50 minutes worth.
Yeah, because we went to the depot while that was running.
Yeah, I've only gotten through about 15 minutes of that. And at 15-minute mark, there hadn't been anything yet. So I'll let you know if I catch anything, if anything happens, because we really did get most of our activity upstairs.
Yeah.
And it was like not even dark yet. It was like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it was in the room where she says no one will investigate it.
We
They
gotta.
always investigate everywhere else, but forget about that room. So we started there,
Yeah.
and that's where we had most of our activity.
Yeah, we called it the typewriter room. There was a lot of old typewriters and different things, and there was there some skates or what was that in there?
There was skates, roller skates. There was cleats.
Oh yeah, cleats. Yeah.
There was baseball uniforms in boxes and stuff, and
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting because when we kind of walked, were we setting up stuff or just kind of after she left? I don't know if we were really even setting anything up
we
yet.
we were doing our live feed through the house.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were just doing a quick live feed, I think was.
And we went down in that room, and as we came back, we were looking at that gentleman's picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear this rattle behind Leslie, and she's like, and if you guys knew Leslie, you could just be standing there looking at her, and she will freak out. It's like she forgets what she's doing, and she will freak out.
I can just stand there and she screams.
Yeah. But anyway, she's like, oh my God, it's behind me, isn't it? I'm like, yep, that came from behind you. So we were trying to figure out what made that noise. And so Kim was like rattling stuff, and it sounded like one of the handles of a door
that was locked.
That was locked.
One of the closet doors.
Yeah. So that's what it sounded like. And so then we decided that that's where I think we were going up through there before we went to go get something to eat.
Yeah.
And so when we came back, we went up and started in the typewriter room. And see, we had the music box in the hallway. We had a tripwire out there.
Tripwire, the music box.
A REM pod.
The REM pod and a couple of the cat balls.
Yeah. And we went in there and we did hear the rattling again, which was weird.
And I had your headphones on so I could hear everything moving.
Yeah. And like literally she would make the motion of footsteps with her fingers, and shortly after that our music box would go off. And I mean I do have some responses that we got by using that music box there.
Yeah, it was answering our questions with the music box.
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear all of them. Some of them that we had, like when we were in there getting set up, we heard walking in that room. I can hear it on my recorder with headphones, but I don't think you're going to be able to hear it if I just hold it up to the microphone because it's pretty faint. And the rattling we caught too, but it's hard to hear once again without headphones. So. Okay, yeah. So, here is one here. I believe it's Kim asking them to make a noise again out in the hallway, or make it again, or whatever. And so I'll let you kind of listen and see if you hear it. Okay, so it was the music box. We asked them to make the noise that we heard out in the hallway, but then the music box went off. And then we were asking some questions to see if it was a man or a woman by using the music box. So I will jump to that here and let you guys see if you hear it. This is like playing Russian roulette because sometimes if you stop it and then it will restart at the very beginning and you're like, son of a biscuit.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing. We gotta get that program so we can put it on the computer.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Can I ask, let's see, hey, can you turn it off for a minute, please?
one of these things in this room part of you? Was it yours? Was one of these typewriters yours? Oh, was typewriters were yours?
Okay, did you hear that? So we got a response with the music box to if you're a guy. But when Kim asked if it was George, we got no response. And we got no response to Augustus. But when she asked if something in there was theirs, they responded. And same thing with the typewriter, they responded. Because there's a bunch of old typewriters in there. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to jump forward here. There's another response here. We got quite a bit up there, like I said.
That was our most active room that we had.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't get any, I don't think I got any EVPs in the other rooms.
Hello, Darren.
Oh, screen went black.
There we go.
Yo, Darren, what's up? Okay, all right, here we go. So, I think Kim's asking them to come in, or maybe Leslie, I can't remember, but somebody's asking them to come in and talk with us. So, I think there's a response here. I can't read my chicken scribbles, but let's find out. Did you guys hear that? Ooh, fries in the air fryer. Those are delicious. I'm hungry. I had a really funky ass salad from Walmart tonight, so I'm starving. Okay, so I don't know if you could hear that, but when Leslie was asking them to come in and talk to us and walk through the lights and stuff, because they light up, they actually made the music box go off. We got another response here. Something, I don't know, I put by the other bedroom. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Oh, Darren, it's peachy. Super busy. How is your day going? Well, the day is almost over. Oh, you put the red pepper flakes? I haven't tried that. Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn my mom is texting me about Chloe's game, so I kind of forgot I left my sound on. That's funny because that's the second one that came through from her. And the first one buzzed, and this one came with sound. Oh my lord. Oh, red pepper seasoning. Oh, I haven't tried that. That might be good. Okay, here we go. This says by the other bedroom. I don't know what that means. We'll find out. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to like go too far or stop and then it. Okay.
It wants us to go that way.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's us doing that because that never went off that night. But let's see here. Oh, we do have. Oh yeah, I already got that done. Okay, turn the page. Sweet. That's what I spent my day doing. What day was that? I've been spending my nights doing that after work, so when I don't have softball to go to. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna jump ahead because there's just like an hour and 14 minutes, but this is all I got. I got literally a page just in that one room.
Yeah, that was just that one. Like I said, that was the most active room for us.
So if you guys visit the Horridge house in Vinton, Iowa, I mean, I know it's not the same for everybody, but they say that one doesn't get, people don't get a lot up there, but we did in the typewriter room. Sorry, I had the hiccups. Okay, I'm going to jump forward to this one because we asked them if they want us to leave. Do, 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 do. Oh, shit. Son of a biscuit. I knew I was going to go too far. At least I didn't start all over. I'm good at that because I have fat, stubby fingers. Okay. They should call me Nubs. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start a few seconds ahead of it just because I don't want to screw it up. Okay. All right. Got it. Sweet. Now, this was, I don't know, 2 something probably in the morning when we did the kitchen area, that kind of weird seating area in the kitchen, kind of in between those.
Yeah, before we went laid down.
Oh, wait, no. This wasn't in the kitchen. Where the hell were we? You did the S-box. That was upstairs. I think you tried it in the doll room.
Oh, yes, I did.
You did. But we did not, I don't think we were saying anything quite yet, but a female's voice does come through, and we don't acknowledge it, but I heard it, and I listened to it a couple times. I'm not going to say what I think it says, but I want you to see if you can hear it over our microphone, and let us know what you think, okay? Like I said, I didn't write down where this was at, but
that's the only place we did the spirit box was up there.
Was up in the doll room?
Because we used Leslie's necrophonics everywhere
else. Oh, yeah, that's right. And she was in bed or something already, right? Excuse me. Okay. All right. Here we go. But this is the only thing I could actually understand. We got a couple other things on the spirit box, and you're like, what is it saying? And I'm like, I can hear it saying something, but I couldn't make it out. This one I can make out. Because I think we actually were up in this place, and then we went to this place after we were done there. So it's kind of making sense. But I don't remember us asking a question before. Oh, you bitch. It literally was at 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it jumped to 6:37. And I'm like, I didn't even... Oh, my gosh.
Fat fingers.
I do.
That's okay. Every time I try to back up mine, it's like I'm all the way back to the beginning.
Don't jinx me. Okay, I'm just going to let it roll here and see if you can see. Did you guys hear it? I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it over on here, but.
Is that it?
That was you saying, let's see.
Oh.
It's like, literally, it's right before that. And then you say,
Just-
let's. I'm going to have. Okay. So. Oh, you bitch!
You backed her up too far.
It started at the very beginning. I was going to have Kim listen to it real quick and see if she could hear it. If anybody could hear it in chat, let me know. Or if you're not listening right now and you're listening later, put it in the chat. Email us at reparanormal24 Gmail and let us know what you think it said. But I'm going to have Kim listen to it real quick here and see if she can hear it. Oh, shit. Oh, you bitch. Ah! Okay.
You can hear it, but I couldn't tell what it was saying. But you could hear it's saying something.
Yeah. So, you know what? And I didn't. I need an easier recorder, Darren. I'd have to have buttons the size of a microphone or something because I have literally fat, stubby fingers.
She needs like the computer button.
That's even hard for me. My fingers take up the whole little keys. It's ridiculous.
No, we just need to get that programmed on the computer, and then we'll have it already on the computer.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know. Darren's talking about broadhead, and that didn't sound good. I'm talking about stubby fingers, and I said broadhead. Rabbit hole. Haven't done that in a while. Okay. But I just remembered. I forgot the one that we got from the depot.
Yes, that was the main one.
And this one's going to be real hard and real fast because it literally happens as soon as I turn the recorder on.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can pull it up real quick because I'm not sure what time it was on here because I didn't write it down, but I have it.
I have it
sent
on
to
my
Kim.
phone if I have to get it. Because you sent it to me too.
Oh, here, I got it. Got it. Okay, here we go. Ready? And it's gonna be fast. Like, it's literally as soon as I turn the recorder on, it goes. Did it go? What the fuck? Why is it not playing?
You got the sound off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I turned everything down. So, okay, here we go. Ready? Ready? Here we go. It's still not playing.
I'll go get my phone. It should be charged enough where I can get it.
We'll come back to that one. I don't know what's going on with my sound. So we'll come back to that. But anyways, I was like, what the heck? I like turned it on to that one. I was like, what? What is this? Like, it was so quick, and I had to listen to it several times. I'm going to have you guys listen to it. I want you to see if you can tell what it says and let me know in the chat. And then I'll tell you what Leslie thought it said when she first listened.
No device capable of audio playback connected.
What? Now my watch is going off.
I didn't do it.
It's literally typing everything I'm saying. And I haven't even touched my watch. Oh my god. What is going on here? Okay, Kim's gonna pull it up here.
I gotta find it here real quick. I got so much in my... Right now we're going through Ashmore.
Oh, Yep. That was a cool place. That's next. That's what we're gonna come up with next here, so. Oh, excuse me. Anybody have any investigations lined up this weekend or anything? Anything cool like that? You know, my damn thing stopped. Okay. Alright. I think she's getting close. I just couldn't believe, though, the amount of interactions that we got with the music. I mean, sometimes,
Let me make sure this is the right one.
you do the music box and it just goes off randomly, but like we're asking a question and it's responding yes or no with the music box. We actually got a lot of that at Ashmore, too. I don't know what the hell that was. Let me try mine. Maybe it's... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
That has to be the one.
Why is there no sound?
Yeah, that's not it. So.
That's not it. Okay. So, I don't know if it's in my... Let me see if it's in my thing. I have so many recordings in here.
So do I.
None of mine are working. There it goes. Here, I'm going to try it now. I think it's working. Let's try it. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to play it again because, like I said, it's crazy. Okay, it's like as soon as I turn the recorder on. Okay, one more time, and then I want to see what you guys think it says. Okay. And we weren't using it, like we were just setting up. I set it down on the bench thing next to that. What was that little area? That little office-like area? Or
It was where they do Morse code thing, telegraph office part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely a guy, and there was no guys with us. It was Leslie, Kim, and I. And I'm like, turn my recorder on, and that's what we got. Like, none of us, we didn't hear it until I listened to it afterwards.
And it wasn't that far from the door where you go out to the train either.
Yeah, so. No, Oh, Darren. All right. So that's pretty much all we had for the Horridge house, unless you had any other experiences.
In the living room and the piano room, we really didn't get much in that room.
Mm-mm.
Where the fur coat was, we got a little bit of action with the lights, tripwire, but
right.
We really didn't get nothing with the necrophonics or anything. Just the lights would go off here and there.
Yeah.
But like I said, we got most of our stuff up in that one room.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we did.
And we were gonna go back up there, but by 2:00 we did the kids' room one more time, and then we were ready to go to bed. We got most of our stuff up in
Oh my Lord! Now, since I forgot to turn my sound down.
But yeah, I would love to go back. It was a very interesting place, and like they say, you can't make them come out on command. So I figured we'd get more in the room with all the medals and soldiers' outfits and stuff, but we really didn't get much in there.
Okay. Yeah.
And the baby doll that you hated. Remember?
Oh yeah, the ball went off on his pants.
We laid the ball right in his, basically right on his waist the way he was sitting.
Yeah.
And it did go off on him.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell? I knew something was up with that doll. I'm just glad it didn't start walking or something. Crawl out of that crib. So yeah, I don't know. So then next we went to Ashmore. Oh my Lord.
That was a 2-year planning and we finally made it.
Hell yeah, and oh my God, was it worth it?
Oh, definitely. I want to go back. I'm ready to go
Oh, me too, for sure. That is,
We did the walkthrough and we were hearing things.
yeah.
Before we even got done with the tour, we had things going.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it was crazy. Like, so,
The only setback with Ashmore is we had 12 people
yes.
to help with the cost,
Right.
but you do get a little
The
contamination,
contamination,
every
yep.
so often. But we all tried to not, be
Uh-huh.
so loud, so
Mhm.
it wasn't so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the only, because it's not a real big building.
Right.
So
it's not.
it echoes. There's nothing in the rooms really.
To
so
help
it
buffer
echoes.
the noise of people talking and stuff.
It does echo a lot.
Yes. But we all kind of started off on that main floor, and
Yep.
Leslie and I went down into down into the boiler room, and then up the steps from us was Kim and April and Mama Pat and Stephanie, right?
Yep.
And then Cynthia and Rebecca kind of joined
Later.
Yes. And we were down in the boiler room part, and we were getting some stuff with the tripwire, and like I kept getting like a cold breeze and stuff like that. And we would hear things, but we couldn't tell because, they were up from us. But it was cool though, because there was a part where our light goes off, and then you hear you guys, whoa, cool, yeah, because then your guys' light went off.
Our light went off, and then the music box went off.
Yeah, so like ours went off, then theirs went off, and then their music box went off. All like doot doot doot. Like maybe they were going up and down the stairs. And it was, that was really cool. So then after a while, Leslie and I joined them up there to see your cat balls and tripwire and everything going off.
They were going off like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that music box.
Mm-hmm.
We think it was the little girl.
Yeah.
That got burnt there in the history. I can't remember her name now. But every time we'd mention her, the music box would go off.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom, the guy that was supposedly in that room, that would stay down in the boiler room where you were at first.
Yeah.
Every time we talked about him, the tripwire would go off. But then when we talked about the little girl, the music box would go off.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't. We kept going back and forth, and then we were talking about the Wizard of Oz and stuff. But she would never have known about the Wizard of Oz because she died before that. But
right.
Tom, I think, was in the era of and we were talking about the flying monkeys and stuff would go off, and they didn't. Let's not like the flying monkeys either, because we're all saying we didn't like them either.
Yeah. My aunt is terrified of the flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz. She will not watch that.
Eric won't either. Usually when I find it on, it's about the time for the flying monkeys, I'll yell for Eric to come into the room and say, see what's on? And then the flying monkeys will go across the screen, and he about kills me. But when we were in this room,
yeah,
we had the tripwire going one way, and then we had another tripwire going another way.
You're right. Yep.
Out to the hallway.
Yeah.
So Rebecca was out in the hallway filming those, while you or Cynthia or somebody was live feeding the other ones.
Yeah.
So we could kind of pick it up.
I think it was Cynthia.
Then all of a sudden Rebecca said she was hearing walking behind her.
Yeah.
And we couldn't figure out. And then all of a sudden we hear this, and then you hear Rebecca scream.
Yeah, because Rebecca got it on her thing.
See if it'll play it. Oops. Stay on.
Yeah, this is Rebecca's recording.
This is from her straight from her live feed when it happened.
Move a little bit so I can see the. No, I don't think it is, but I can't. It's not in the camera. fame. Now it is. Now it's just got me standing in the hallway by myself.
There's the music box.
I just heard a shuffle. Like right beside me. Like you? I heard a shuffle like right behind me. A shuffle. If there's somebody out in the hallway, you're welcome to come communicate. Were you the one who was just setting the tripwire off out here? No, it's not the bat. I'm 100% positive it's not the bat. It cannot be the bat. Is there a music box? There's another music box. Where's that one at? Oh, Jesus, what was that? I don't know. That was really loud right behind me.
That was very loud, and it was right behind her, and we could not find nothing behind her that was thrown, dropped, or whatever. We tried to find it.
Yeah.
And then the guys were outside.
Mm-hmm.
After we heard the bang, we went, because we heard it again,
Right.
but it was farther down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys were outside, and they threw a rock up on the roof and scared all of us.
Yeah, I have it on recording. I will play it for you. I have video. It's even funnier watching video.
But we all jumped and screamed because of that rock. But you hear the rock, but you hear the bang. The bang's inside. You could tell that was outside.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Here, I will, this is funny. I will play this for you. This is our blooper here, is what I'm going to say. But, if you listen, we start to walk towards the noise, because at that time we didn't know. And you hear me saying, it's got to be Taylor, it's got to be Taylor. And Chris is like, I don't think it is, because, he's not responding to me. You think you'd hear them outside laughing or something, and there's nothing. And then they walk in the door. So you'll have to listen. I caught it on here. I don't know how well it's going to be able to hear without headphones. But the weird thing is that I was filming this too on my camcorder, and I didn't catch this on my camcorder. But I caught it on my recorder. Yeah. So, all right, here we go.
Like this was like not even a minute before you guys walked in the door.
Oh, hang on. I went too far. Oh.
But it wasn't debunked after we went and looked again.
Yeah, okay. I think here we go.
Sorry about the language.
So I'm gonna replay it again. It's probably hard to hear with everybody talking, but I heard it there. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
And literally. See, and they're walking in the door. So they were in that area when we heard those other bangs. And Taylor goes on to say that, yes, he threw the rock up there, but those other tappings weren't him. So, I don't know what it was, but it was like boom, boom, boom. Like on this like window that's like kind of boarded up. Weird.
If you go on the outside, you can't see a window, but we heard glass being tapped.
Mm-hmm.
And You can't. They couldn't have done it from outside.
Right, yeah, exactly. So there was that, and I only had one other thing, and it was Leslie and I, and this was towards the end of the night when everybody else was kind of settling down, and then you kind of came back in after. And we were in that area where you guys were at the first time.
Oh, in the men's dining room. What they call the men's dining room.
Yeah, where you were getting all the stuff with Rebecca.
Yeah, and the boiler room's
Yep.
just off
Yeah.
of it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the men's dining room.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump to that. This is all I caught on here. Even though we had so many experiences of movement, like, I mean, we had a lot of movement. A lot of people had chairs moving and everything,
Mhm.
but you can't hear it on my recorder. Unless maybe once I put it on
And cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, but right now you can't. So I'm gonna jump forward to that one. Okay. Fat fingers, don't let me down.
And this is the first investigation I had to leave an area because I got sick.
Right?
I had to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
I never. I get headaches and stuff when I'm in rooms when I feel like there's something there. But this one room really made me nauseous, and I had to go outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is gonna be kind of hard, but I just want to. Oh yes, we did. Kim showed me that with Jill freaking out about the bat.
Yeah.
So here we go. I'll play it a couple times because I know I'm talking about something moving. So that's all I'm going to tell you. And you see if you can hear it. Okay, I think my sound no? I don't know why it got really quiet all of a sudden. Hang on.
Yeah, because it was coming in louder.
Yeah. I wrote down file B45, but guess what? I think I wrote down the wrong file. Because Cynthia wasn't in there for that one. Anyways, I don't know where that one's at. I must have been delusional writing this one down, but anyways, it was Leslie and I in that men's dining area, and we had your music box there, and we had a tripwire, and she's sitting kind of next to the entry as you come in, and I'm sitting over this way a little bit, and I'm filming. I haven't checked to see if I was filming at that time because I know I did some filming in there to see if I see this happen. But you hear the music box slide across the floor.
Oh,
it goes. It slides. You can hear it because it's concrete floor. You can hear it slide.
Right.
And I'm like, something just slid, and all of a sudden the music box goes off. After you hear it slide, I was like, she's like, I didn't hear nothing, and I'm like, that thing just slid. It literally, you can hear it like make a sliding noise, and I'm talking about. I've never heard that before.
I've never heard it either.
So yeah, I haven't got through that part of my video yet, but hopefully you can see it move. That would be awesome if you could. But I don't know. I wish I would have pulled out my tripod. I mean, I brought my smaller tripod, but sometimes I wish I could bring my taller one.
I just know there was. Oh, when we were up on the second floor, the tripwires were going off and the cat balls were going off. Cynthia was doing her dowsing rods.
Oh yeah, we were getting. Oh yeah, I saw that black shadow thing crawl across the ceiling.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was interesting because I'm like, that was not a bat. That was not a bat. It almost looked like me crawling down the hallway in the morph suit.
Now, see, I never got to see any of the bats because I hate bats too.
Oh shit! I don't know why I could see them. I think I just acclimated to because we didn't have any lights on.
All I know is the big one kept following Chris. Everywhere Chris went, the big one was there.
Yeah, I didn't see that. It was just a little guy with us. And,
El Capitan.
yeah, we had the little guy follow us. And, like, we were, after a while, before we gave up in that men's dining area, I saw it swoop by Leslie. I was like, and I put my legs up because earlier it had swooped next to my knees. And she's like, what? And I'm like, there was a bat. And she's like, there was not a bat. I did not see a bat. Like,
Because she would be like Jill in her video. She'd hit the floor screaming.
we've seen that at Sumner. She was under that table like you didn't even know where the hell she went. And April just froze. She put her coat over her head and just sat there like a statue. So, yeah. Oh, yes, he did. Chris did scream like a girl. His may have been higher than mine. I'm not sure. It was pretty close.
Normally he wouldn't have, but that rock, when they threw that rock, we were all standing there trying to find out what
Yeah.
was thrown behind Rebecca, and then all of a sudden, boom!
Yeah, it was loud. Holy
Because
shit.
he threw it up on a metal roof,
Mm-hmm.
so it was going to be loud in there.
Yeah. Oh, and then another thing, when everybody else went to bed, and then you came back in, and Terry, right?
Terry, yeah, I was talking to Terry while you guys were still investigating.
Yep. And then I sat down with you guys in
Mhm.
that hallway, and we were sitting there, and she was talking about some of her investigations, what has happened there, and all of a sudden we heard somebody humming.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and it was like, of course, none of us have anything going right now.
No recorders, they're all shut down.
And so Kim decides to get her music box and put it out there to see if we get anything, because we heard shuffling down there and stuff. Nothing. And we were asking questions, nothing. As soon as we went back to just general conversation, we heard somebody hum again. It's like we should have just sat out a
It was
record.
almost, it kind of sounded like it was coming from the woman's kitchen.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And it kind of sounded like they were getting ready for breakfast.
Right, yeah, yeah.
You know how some people hum when they're getting
Right,
stuff ready
yeah.
for breakfast?
Exactly.
That's what it sounded like.
Yep.
It wasn't a scary hum. It was kind of friendly kind of hum,
right,
you know?
yeah.
Just humming away like
Mhm.
they were working.
Yeah. I think
Because Terry heard it, I heard it, and you heard it.
We all three heard it at the same time. So, yeah, it's like shit. When we set up this other stuff, we should have hit a recorder out and see if we caught it, but we didn't even think about that. I think we were just so tired.
Exhausted. I thought about leaving my recorder out all night, but then if we don't catch nothing, then you're listening to it for the next 5 hours. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Darren, for reminding everybody to like and share. I appreciate it.
But yeah, I definitely gotta get back to Ashmore.
Oh hell yeah, and I want to visit the witch's grave.
Oh yeah, the witch's grave. It's just down
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah, I definitely
We
want to do
want to
that.
get there a little earlier and
Uh-huh.
go there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Then we'll
Terry
see.
was telling us about that place.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, she was accused of being a witch.
Yeah. Mhm.
They say there's some activity out there.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like out there all by herself, ain't she?
All by herself in a private cemetery.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yes, you are.
Holy crap.
Hair standing up.
Great. Probably gonna come visit me or something.
We're definitely going to have to go visit that. We just
Uh-huh.
was pressed for time.
Right, yeah.
We had a 6-hour drive to get back home, so we didn't go visit it.
Mhm.
We were all tired. Let's
Yep.
see, what time we go to bed? About 3?
Yeah, it's 3:30.
3:30, somewhere around there. Everybody else was
And then I
already
got
in
up
bed.
at 6:15, or around shortly after 6 to go to the bathroom. 6:30 maybe or so. And Cynthia and them had already left.
Yeah, and I got up shortly after that.
Yeah.
But
Darren, I want to get to the Boyd house.
there's a lot of places we'd like to go.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I am super excited to go to this Indiana sanatorium 3 buildings.
3 buildings we get to go to.
Holy shit.
We'll be doing that in a couple weeks.
Yep. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to be interesting. Have you seen the pictures of the inside of that place?
Some of it's disaster area.
Holy shit. My mom's like, oh my
I don't
god.
know how many animals are living in this building.
Oh god. Can you imagine the amount of bats in this one?
Oh, definitely bats, and
Coons and God knows what else.
because there's some of the part of the buildings don't have no doors,
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting.
and cars broken down, an old
Uh-huh.
hearse sitting there. I wonder how much stuff we can get off that hearse.
Oh, no shit. What? There's like, what, 6 of us going?
6 or 7.
Yeah, we're going to have to divide and conquer that shit like, no time. Let's go. Chop, chop. We got to cover as much ground as possible.
We will try to go live if it'll let us.
Yeah. I gotta.
If my phone lets me.
Yeah, no shit.
My phone's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I can go live and then I have to wait 6 hours for it to charge because it won't charge half the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get a new phone, but
Yeah.
I don't want to spend that money.
I don't blame you. But yeah, that's kind of our last couple of investigations in a nutshell.
And if you ever make it to Ashmore, they are the greatest people.
Oh my gosh.
Terry, our guide, she stays on the premises, but she don't interfere or anything. She goes to her room or sits outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost asked her, you want to go with us on the last time we went out? But
Mm-hmm.
me and her started talking and never made it back through there. But yeah, she's very good at guiding you through.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to know the hot spots, she won't tell you. She'll just go through the history part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But they were excellent people.
Oh, and you got bunks to sleep in, little
There's
cabins.
3 cabins.
Yep.
If you take 12, you get all 3
Yep.
with your price to go.
Yep.
And they got bunks in them. Each cabin sleeps 4.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the big cabin you could probably get 2 more in there with
right.
because the
Pull-out bed, the hide bed.
the couch pulls out, and then you got the 2 recliners, and
Yeah. And there's TV in there, so
they got TV, DVD,
air conditioning.
DVR, air conditioning, heat. They don't like to do tours from November to is it April?
I can't remember.
Because they shut all the water off and there's no toilets then.
Right, yeah, so.
And they got a fire pit. You can make a bonfire, have a fire going, and while you're sitting out talking about your stuff that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Which we did. We had a little bonfire going, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was a really nice night, and then we had the pink full moon, which was amazing.
Oh, yes.
I posted one picture, but then I was like, I thought I clicked on all of them to post, so I didn't get the really cool one posted, but whatever. It is what it is. I was like, I was just kept going out there to try to get different phases of it, but by the end of the night when it was really full and bright, I couldn't get a very good picture. It was better when it was lighter
I'd
out.
love to do a 2-night there.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Because the first night, it was so active. Can you imagine what the second night would have been like?
Oh, no kidding. Holy shit.
And we could have spent more time on certain floors instead of hurrying through some of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Because there were some rooms we wanted to get into, but we didn't make it to because we were still in other parts. Because I wanted to go in the kids' room, and we never made it to the kids' room.
Yeah. What time did we have to be out by 10?
Yeah, you're there till 10 o'clock. They open the doors at
6.
6:45 to get all checked in.
Yep.
And then then the tour, I think, lasts maybe a half hour at the most.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the place till 10 o'clock.
Yep. So it's actually pretty good.
And very friendly.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So before we're gonna start wrapping things up, but oh my gosh, my stomach. Okay. So rumbling from probably that nasty salad I had. I'm just gonna kind of let you know what we have coming up for the upcoming shows. Darren wants to know how much it is if you want to look.
It is $550. You have to put a $250 deposit down, and then a month before you're supposed to go, you have to have it paid in full.
Mhm.
So, and like we took 12 people, that cut the cost down to I think $45 a person or something like that.
Mhm.
So, which ain't bad.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
you have to have it all up
Right.
front before you can go,
Correct.
or you lose your deposit.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so upcoming shows next week will be David Oman from the Oman House. He's going to talk about Sharon Tate and all of that in his book, Ghosts of Cielo Drive. We've had him on a couple times. Very interesting to talk to, so check in, see what he's up to now. We will be having, since we will be on the road on July 6th, coming home from Indiana.
Mhm.
I do have a pre-recorded scheduled for that day, and his name is Wayne, and I don't want to butcher his last name, Salam or something like that. And he's going to be talking about his book, The Journey Across Forever, which he talks about a lot of things. I mean, aliens, all kinds of stuff. So like, it's awesome. Like, you'll want to listen to that one. And then we have a couple other guests that are coming up too that are going to be pretty cool. Can't wait to have them on. Let's see here. Bill Webster, he's going to be talking about Letting Glow. That's all I put down, but it's a book. And then Thursday, July 13th, we have Mark Anthony. He's a psychic / attorney. So that's going to be interesting. I think he's been on TV and all this other stuff. And so he's going to come on and talk. That one's going to air, though, just a couple minutes after 7 because he has a show prior to that he does. And then he's going to jump on and do ours. So just watch for that updated time. But I think it's going to be like 7:05 that will start or 7:10 because he's got to wrap up his show and then jump on ours. So. Oh, and then towards the end of July, we have a gentleman from Australia that's going to be on. That's going to be exciting. So we have some really cool guests coming up and some really cool topics to talk about that we haven't really talked about. We have a gentleman that's going to be on talking about Bigfoot too. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And thank you for everybody joining us. Allie, Darren, that were in chat. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who was not in chat but listening. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we will be back next week, like I said, with David Oman. So make sure to check us out. Thanks. Peace out, everybody.